Another video I can make related to games, although I won't mention specifically Yu-Gi-Oh, is that law is a lot like card games. Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh, Vanguard, as horrible as that is, all of them. All of them have this needless complexity because only China can do capitalism right, apparently. And it actually has a lot to do with law, too, where, you know, there are a bunch of laws on the books that just go ignored because it would be a hassle to go through it all and how they interact and, you know, in what situation something would be a crime and then when it isn't, That's why courts take a long time, even though supposedly you have the right to a speedy trial, because it's a lot of fucking work. It's a lot of fucking bullshit. Because they never get around to getting rid of an old law to replace a new law, they just put it over it. So this creates problems, bureaucracy. And that bureaucracy is both advantageous and disadvantageous. It just depends. They don't even know when it is and isn't. They just figure it out as they go along. Now, understanding this, you know, that's why it's not recommended that you know, represent yourself in court, because it's not even so much that, you know, lawyers are these super smart people that have your back. They don't. They're out to make money first and foremost. That's just reality. It's because that most normies don't know the first thing about hand-picking a jury. They don't know the first thing about, you know, the details of getting everything together and organizing court dates and blah, 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 blah. And of course, you know, because they're not in the in-group, judges and shit aren't going to be as cooperative with, you know, your demands, especially since you're the one probably on trial. So it stands to reason. And knowing all of this, though, that's why the philosophy of it comes down to fuck you. Fuck you solves everything. Because, you know, like when I talk about Section 230, I know what Section 230 is. I know how fucking complicated they make it. There's no need for it to be complicated. Fuck you. Just, you know, whole website's liable. Fuck you. That's it. That's all you gotta do. And, you know, I know the implications of that are very hard-pressed for, you know, website owners and shit. I don't care. I hate mods. Fuck you. And you could go the other way and say that, you know, everyone's a person online, so you can never ban, and if you do, they're entitled to reimbursement. Fuck you. You know, again, implications. Doesn't matter. You know, it's either way, life is suffering. Either way, it's agony. Either way, it's work. You may as well go with simplicity. That's why I'm good at card games. Not because I'm some fucking... I mean, I am a genius, but it's not because I'm some expert. Hell, I don't want to read that shit. I'm not going to read that shit. That's why I play fuck you cards. If we're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh, for example, guess what? Summon limit. It's a one-sentence card. Players can only summon twice per turn. Fuck you. You know? Figure out your stupid combo, taking like 10 turns to do it. You know, things like that really piss people off, but it shouldn't. It should be the other way around. You know what should piss people off? A card with 10 paragraphs. That should piss people off, because it can negate this by banishing itself, and then when it banishes itself, it can be, it destroys everything on the field, and then, it comes back at the end of the next turn, and fuck you. You can only summon twice per turn. You ain't bringing that word salad out. Ain't happening. You know, so that's what I mean when I convey these videos to you. That just, you know, there's no need for it. We know the basic laws, we know the basic principles, we know the basic philosophy. Now, and even then, there's contradictions within that, let alone adding a bunch of needless words to it. And that can apply to anything in life.